We're back at the Holtwood Dam today. I was on my way to park up there and go check out some cliffs. And I couldn't help but notice there were some people parked here in the parking lot for the Whitewater Park, which is right down there. One of them had a kayak on top of the car. So I thought, hey, maybe they're gonna do a release. I've already heard 2 release sirens. And we're standing right above the spillway here. There's that mechanical floodgate that goes down. The water comes down through here. You can see there's a concrete spillway. I set up my camera right here, so I think we should get a good shot of it. I just looked at the website, and it seems like they've been canceling a lot of the ones recently. I think maybe because the river was kind of high. But there was one that might be it. There it is. Or is that just wind? Nope, it's coming. There it goes, it's filling up the channel. There's one coming over here too. A little bit farther down now. This is where it all comes out. This is where the Whitewater Park ends, right here. It takes a little time for the full amount of water to come down. There you go. Hopefully that stays in focus on the water. Just missed that big log coming down. It does kind of have a curved ceiling. Back in there. It doesn't really look like the basalt though. It just looks like a weathered schist. This big crystal there. Hey everyone, we're back at the gorge today. Going to be taking a look at some of these cliffs up here, stretching back down that way. So I was down there filming the Whitewater release. There was one person there that had a kayak, but I don't know if he was going to get in, so I didn't want to stick around there all afternoon just waiting for somebody to hopefully show up. So I came back up the Mason Dixon here. Trail runs right here, Lake Aldred, and right there I think that's Kelly's Run. Nice cliffs over there. This whole area here is nice and rocky. And then also right here, or maybe that's Kelly's Run. No, I think that's Toby Run. Right here, there's also a nice cluster. So let's see what we can find up there. We're a little higher up now. That's upriver. That's the side of the gorge. I think this big cliff right here is the one we might have been seeing from down there in the last video. It looks like they extend upriver that way. So why don't we get up to there and then we can get a good look around. I like how the sun is just behind the cliff line there. See how this stuff is all kind of like Swiss cheesy right here? And if we pull back, kind of see this whole area right here. Looks a little sus, doesn't it? In an otherwise kind of flat cliff face, then you have this big shelf here. Let's get up there. Big nodule here. I did spy something over there. I think there might be like an arch or a doorway or a portal going through the cliff. Should be right there. And maybe if we go to the top, then we'll be able to get a shot looking downriver over the dam and towards the Normanwood Bridge. You pop out on the other side and it's about a 20-foot cliff. So if you come up here, be careful. This block is the piece that's falling away from the ridge. And this is the actual ridge. This piece here is original. And this piece here is just slumped over and left it so there is an arch here. I'm seeing something right over there. See that big? So let's go down here. And maybe there's something under here. I just got to get the other camera. It's on the other side there. There's the slit right there. That's downriver. I did find this, which I think is really just a crack cave. This piece going that way. This being the bedrock. Let's pull you guys in here and we'll get some shots up in here. Let's go back there a little bit. You can only fit to about there. See that crack right there? That's where it's separating. Let's just put the camera back there as far as we can to kind of get a feel for it. Back up that way is where all the crickets are hiding. This is the dark slit that we were seeing from over there, but it ends in a flat wall after about 10 feet. This spot right here looks pretty fresh in terms of the breakage and stuff. Maybe recently stuff has been separating out of this cliff. You see this? You see how it looks? The color is like that blue greenish kind of thing. Stuff's just falling right out of here. You can see it. Why don't we go down there around that corner there? And the cliffs go on and on and on. Let's head back down to the Mason Dixon Trail, take it downriver, and we're gonna go back and check up on the Whitewater Park and see if there's anybody there, you know, doing their thing. Maybe we can get some good shots of that. But before we do that, I'm gonna use my other camera to get some close-up shots here of what it's gotta be a bald eagle's nest. I mean, what else would that be? It's ginormous. It's in the top of a dead tree. We got this shot set up. Right there is the nest. Let's zoom in on this sucker and see if we can see anything. It's got to be like 6 feet wide. There it is. What do you think? Bald eagle's nest? There it is. What do you think? Bald eagle's nest? Little falcons and stuff, they're not big enough to build a nest like that, right? Do vultures build nests like that? I thought vultures were more about little nooks and crannies and little caves in the cliffs and stuff like that. But maybe they build nests too, I don't know. I don't see any movement in there. Maybe we're too late. What's the timeline on bald eagle fledglings leaving the nest? Might have already happened. Or maybe it's a nest that has been abandoned. See if we can get a little bit closer. That's about as far as I can get. I can hear people down on the trail. Leave in the comments, what do you think? Bald eagle's nest or something else? And we are back at the water park. I was just talking to the guy up there. He said there were only 2 people here, and that was right after we left when we were filming the opening of the gate there at the beginning of this video. He said they were here for about an hour. They were down in this place right here, and then they left. Make sure you subscribe, ring my bell, follow me on all platforms, all right? I'll see everyone in the next episode.